Hello guys. Today I wanted to show you a little bit about a program called Combat Log Reader. This is a program a lot of us have used to track our damage and see exactly where all of our numbers are coming from. So first what you're going to need to do is download the actual Combat Log Reader program. Just a small Java file. It doesn't take long to download at all. You can get to it from this Star Trek Online forum thread, and I'll put a link in the notes. Click on this little guy right down there, and as soon as it's done downloading, you are left with a Java file in your downloads folder. Then what you'll want to do is download a program like WinRAR, which is completely free from a website called rarlabs.com. You will drag this combat log reader file out into your main logs folder for the game, which for me is located under local disk C, Program Files, Perfect World Entertainment, Star Trek Online, Star Trek Online, Live, and Logs. Now, once you have this done, you can open the program. Now, I seem to have a little bit of an issue with my Java, and you guys will have a little bit of fun laughing at me here for a moment as you see what I go through trying to get this to work. And it actually might have actually worked this time. Awesome. All right. So once the program is actually running, and you can actually have this running later. I like to have it running beforehand just so I know I have everything set up. Then you're going to want to come to your actual Star Trek Online page. Oh, hang on, I'm still in the middle of this guy here. I'm going to show you guys what this was later. All right. Let me change a character here. Gonna change over to my Remus. He's one of my favorites. I'm gonna click to an infected space elite. So in order to start parsing damage, as soon as you have queued and started your match, what you're gonna want to do is type in /combatlog1. And what that does is shows the computer that you want to start logging your files. So once I find infected off the list here, there it is. We then come down here. I'm going to start it out now, even though I'm not going to actually hit enter until the actual game starts. Infected normally pops, there we go. So engage. And you see I haven't hit enter yet. I'm going to wait till the queue actually starts then until I hit enter. But you see it down here, the note, well, that's the actual command you're going to use /combatlog1, and that will start the file. So I hit enter there, that started it. Now we're going to go ahead and actually participate. Let's see how I do. Guys, bear with me here while I quick run through infected. You guys love seeing my bug ship though. Go. First cube down. Start taking down these generators. So let's see what kind of DPS I do. Anything normally over 9 or 10 I'm pretty happy with. I guess we'll see. Okay, that's one side completely done. Now on to the other. Alright, time to take on the generators again. Well, looks like we'll get the optional. Been having a little bit of trouble with that in pug matches lately, but it's also because I just go ahead and destroy the transformers, hoping everybody has enough DPS, and then finding that sometimes I need to go ahead and destroy all the generators myself. Gotta love pugs, right? Onto the gateway. I'm probably gonna regret this camping here, but maybe not. There we go. Now onto the cube, and we're home free. We're almost done here. So as soon as we're done defeating the last enemy, and there's nothing else to kill, you're gonna want to go back to your command, or your chat box, I should say. And we're going to do the reverse of what we did last time. We're going to do combat log 0 now, which effectively ends our log. Got a bunch of cool prizes. We're gonna leave map now. So now that our log file is zeroed, that means ended out, nothing else will be entered into that log file. What we're gonna want to do is mirror off or window off Star Trek Online, then come back to your file. From here, you're going to want to browse directory. And what this is looking for is the Star Trek Online log file. So this is essentially where we dragged it to originally. So local disk C, program files. You can go, I believe it's Perfect World, yep, Star Trek Online, live, logs, game client, and you will find combatlog.log right there. So that's the one you want, combatlog.log. We're going to click open. And then once it's loaded in here, we're going to choose read combat log and then choose yes. So this is going to come up with all of the damage that was done in that last mission. You'll see here in a moment that Remus will be here on the left-hand side as well as everybody else that was in there. And then we'll be able to get a real look at the damage that was dealt. There we go, it's done reading. Look at everybody. This is, see, there was Daniel, there was H-Man, there was QTQT, Remus, of course, who was me, and then Sam. So if we go into infected space, oh wow, look at that. I was out DPS'd, but only by a little bit. So this H-Man 911 had 14,740 DPS. Mine was 13,123. I believe, if I recall correct, though, he was a FAW beamboat, and for me in my bug to be able to come close to that, close to a FAW beamboat, I'd say is pretty darn good. I'll take it. So if I click on him, that was H-Man 911, I can look here and we see that I was right. He is a beamboat who was running fire at will. So right here you can see beam array fire at will, beam array fire at will 3, Romulan plasma beam array. So these are the damages that were done by his beams and fire at will. So yes, he did out DPS me, but if you look at my statistics here, Remus, you can look at my amounts here, and I was doing the damage that I did with dual heavy cannons on single target rather than on multi-target. So obviously I had a lot higher spike damage than what he had to multiple targets. The only time I was AoE damage was when I hit my point defense system. If you look here, my point defense system did about 220,000 damage, which isn't a whole heck of a lot, but it can really make a difference in PvP, which is really what my ship is built for, PvP. So, hope that kind of gave you guys an idea of the basic setup of how to use Combat Log Reader. Great program. I highly recommend it for everyone, new, old, or just looking to figure out how to squeeze some more damage out of their ship, or just really ultimately know where their numbers are coming from. If anybody has any questions, obviously feel free to leave them at the bottom of the comments section here, and I'd be more than happy to answer anything I can and help anybody out. Thank you for downloading the video. As always, please subscribe if you like the content, and I'd love to start coming out with more. See you soon.